So today is your second session for the Photoshop, and we're gonna make a mood board today. So we're gonna use those 5 images that you had, you downloaded for last, tutorial, and we will use those 5 again. And then I put the 2 new files in the canvas. So that's going to be a dress 1 and dress 2. So you will need these two images additionally today. Okay, so today, I'm going to show you how to open a new file. So let's click create a new, and then we talk about the size, how you can change the size and then resolution and those kind of things. So we will do actually if you open new file with this size, this measurement last time, I think that is set up like that. So 8.5 inches and then 11 inches height and 300 resolution, and this is going to be RGB color. And we're gonna talk about color mode in later, but usually when you do the Photoshop, color mode is going to be the RGB, and then once you move to the Illustrator, the color mode is going to be the CMYK. So that's more likely like how you print and how you see from the screen, and then bitmap and raster and those kind of concepts. So we are not going to talk about those, but these are the kind of the like why we have this option whenever you open a new document. So create a new. So last class we open all images that we wanted to include for the color board. Open everything and then move everything like at a time, like together. But today we're gonna open one at a time. Okay, so let's open new. So let's open this one first, practice one, and I showed you how to make a docking, like a floating style. And we learn move tool, right? And then as a shortcut, actually V on keyboard is going to be, the how you start this tool. So for example, if you use like eyedropper tool and then suddenly you wanted to use the move tool, then you can press the V keyboard on the keyboard, and then you can use move tool. So instead of going this, tools again, actually sometimes if you use your shortcut key, it saved a lot of time. So after you move, I will actually close. And then to make larger, what tool? How you can make it this image bigger? Go to edit and then free transform or command T. So usually I use the shortcut to make this happen instead of going at it and then select the free transform. So I will show you command key or control key if we are using PC, control key, and then you can make it larger. And not only you can make it larger or smaller, you can actually rotate too. So enter. Okay, this time let's open Tropical 2. And then so with these images, actually I'm going to show you how to use a clone stamp tool. Do you see from this? So let's move by using V tool, like a move tool. Okay, and then close. And then, what we're gonna do, actually, before we go further, let's open a layers window here. So if you have that, pop-up window already, that's great. And if you don't, go to window and then select layers, okay? So what we are going to do is actually, we're gonna use clone stamp tool and then make a pattern and then kind of use here and there to repeat these images. Okay, so this is a clone stamp tool, and don't use the parent stamp tool yet. That's where that's going to be the next one that we're gonna talk about. So now clone stamp tool. And after you select the clone stamp tool, the option for those tools is actually placed on top here. So whenever you pick the different tool, additional options for those tools will be placed on top of your screen. Okay, so we select clone stamp tool, and then once you move your mouse, to the your document, you see kind of a tiny little circle here. And I want my brush, actually it shows the brush size. I want my brush a little bit bigger. So click here, and then you can make it bigger like that. So once you like the size, okay. So I kind of like this size. It's about 143, like here. Okay. And then to copy these images to wherever you want, you actually have to let the computer knows where you wanted to make a copy. Okay. So actually for now, we're gonna copy the images in layer 2, and then we can delete this one later. I will show you how to delete later. So Alt key to click. Alt key, you have to hold your Alt key on your keyboard and then click. And then you release your Alt key. So you copy your images. And then Alt key again. And then here. And then Alt key again. Like that. So after you repeat three motif, like three print here, let's delete the original one. So you can use the selection tool, rectangular marquee tool, and then select the area to delete, and then click delete. And then we talk about how to deselect. You can go to select and then do the deselect, or shortcut you can do Control D for the deselection, Control D. And then I think some of you noticed that I undo some kind of thing step. So we talked about history last time. So history, so you can go back like this. Or as a shortcut, Command G if you're using Mac, and then Control G is like going one step back. Okay, so as you see from this history window, if we do Control Z, it's kind of one step back here. So if you do Control Z again, you will actually go back as much as you want. Okay, Control Z. But again, last time I showed you, if you do something, let's do something like here, Alt key again, and then this. Then the step that you did previously will be removed, which means I have to do one more. Okay. Alt key to click original images, and then you click the place that you want to. Okay, and then I will delete the original images. Select with marquee tool, and then press the delete key on your keyboard, and then Control D or Command D as a deselect. So then let's kind of move those three images we have. So we use 1, 2, 3, open. And then this time, I'm going to show you how to use Lasso Tool, which is one of the selection tool. So, under the rectangular marquee tool, sorry. Under the lasso tool, there are just 3 lasso tools here. So one is going to be the free shape lasso tool, and this is going to be polygonal lasso tool, and third one is magnetic lasso tool. So today we're gonna try this polygonal lasso tool. Okay, polygonal lasso tool. So this is kind of when you select the irregular shape by clicking. So I do click, 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 click. Of course, we can go more accurately to trace the shape, but as a practice, I will just go very low selection. And then to make this selection active, you have to come back where you start. Okay. So once you come back where you start, you see this plus sign generated. Okay. So once you have your selection active, okay, then you have to use, remember you have to use move tool. You have to use move tool to move. Okay, now you have traced image moved. Okay, and then I will do Control T for the free transform or Command T if you're using. Okay, enter. So you have traced images here for the mood board. And then let's open. Did I open 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes. This one. So we're gonna move this one again with move tool selected. Okay, move tool selected, and then once you, and then we're just gonna place this one to the bottom, and then Command T or Control T if you're using. Actually, I wanted to use actually top portion. So after I hit the enter, I will select the top and then hit the delete key. So I can use only bottom of the image. Control T or Command T again to make it larger. And then I want actually this image is up. So again, we talk about layers, right? So if you don't have this layer options window, go to image and then a window and select layers. Okay, now I want to switch this one. So you will be, popping up here. Okay. So we're gonna use Lasso Tool again to trace those two ready-to-wear images. So I will click dress one, and then I will actually use Lasso Tool to trace her. And remember, you have to come back where you start to make your selection active. So once I have a selection active, remember some of you just move like this, then you just move the selection itself, not the image. So you need to must click the move tool again, click the move tool again, and then move. Okay. So let's repeat one more time. File, open, and then drag to. Then I will make this kind of popping, and then trace with Polygonal Lasso Tool. Okay, so with move tool again, you have to select move tool again, and then move, and then I will close. Okay, so this one is this, and then this one is this. And I may make a little bit larger with Command T or Control T. Enter. And then I do Command T again to make bigger. Okay, enter. So last tool that I'm going to show you now is going to be the type tool. So we need title. So here is the type tool. So after you select the tool, click the area that you want to select. And then you may type to row. Okay. So actually, let's select the color of your font. What I did was I clicked this like a color swatch window here, click. And then actually you can pick from this, or you can actually pick from your mood board, your images. So I may use this here, okay. And then continue to row, pick color, love. And this font is too small and I don't like this font. So you select this font. So once you select, your letter type should be darker. And then whenever you select the tool, you have options appear top here. So I will change maybe to different font. So you don't need to really follow my font if you don't have the same exactly one. But I want a little bit border, and then size-wise, I want bigger, okay? And then with the move tool, you can actually move. And then if you select the selection tool, actually, type tool again, and then there are actually many options on here, like 3D. It takes a little time to make it 3D because of the calculation. Okay. Or you can actually make it arc. Like that. And then distortion. Like this. Okay. So now we got our title. And then one thing left is going to be adding some color swatches. We made a color board last class, so we, but sometimes mood board include color swatches as well. So we're gonna just practice that one. So last time we used the rectangular marquee tool to get like a square shape of the swatch. But this time let's make a circle. So elliptical marquee tool, and then again if you press the shift key on your keyboard, actually you will make a circle instead of the oval. Okay, so shift key will make a circle, and then this time I select the background layer because I want my swatches placed on the background layer. So after I select the area, we talk about the paint bucket, right, in last class. So you pick the eyedropper tool to select the color. It doesn't need to be exactly same, but I want you to kind of repeat, what I did. So selection, click the selection tool again, and then actually you can use keyboard to move your selection, or you can use mouse to move your selection. And then with eyedropper, I pick the color, and then put the color, and then selection tool. I may place it here. And then with eyedropper, I picked some orange, and then this. And then I will pick some purple. Okay. And then paint bucket, 4. And then again, this selection is Command D or Control T if you're using PC, or go to select or deselect. Okay. So now let's save to mood board 1. Mood board 1. So maximize capability, hit OK. So, your mood board practice should be similar in terms of the location of those images, and then in terms of I use clone stamp tool to copy this irregular shape. And then in terms of the using Polygonal Lasso tool, trace those 3 images like that. Okay, so that way you can kind of practice those tools. So your mood board one should be similar like I showed you in here. But like last time, second mood board that you're gonna developing is going to be up to you. Okay, so you will have 5 to 7 images newly like your own. And then you should use clone stamp tool to make those kind of like print or patterns. And then you should use Polygonal Lasso tool to trace images. And then you have to use type tool to put your title of your mood board. And then save as to mood board 2. And then again, last time, as I told you last time, the file format should be always Photoshop file, PSD, not the JPEG, PDF, or any other format. So it should be PSD. So in the future, you can modify those layers and then revise the images, okay? So they will be all for today's class. And again, submit those 2 mood boards. One is similar like that. Second one should be your own.